to the Whytehall 50th. Thank you all for coming. Okay, I'd like you to make a warm welcome to the founders of the Whytehall family, Mr. Ken and Elaine Hall. And because they couldn't be on stage, you'll see their digital image up around on a few of these screens. Thanks, Mum and Dad. Okay, thanks everyone. As you know, Trev's been an avid person at Whytehall for many years. He was an apprentice, he was a factory manager, he was a supervisor, and then ultimately Trevor steered the company to where it is. So big thank you to Trev for coming here tonight for us. Thanks, bro. And the future of Whytehall's, Mr. Alex Laverton, thank you very much for your efforts in steering our factory, our production team, our design, the whole lot. It's all been help. So thanks, Alex. I'd like to welcome onto stage a man that I believe is one of the funniest guys around, and he's just also one of the most human guys around. He is a devoted father, he is a devoted husband, and he cracks me up every morning. From Kiss FM, I would like to invite Mr. Matt Tilley.
Hi everyone, what about a big cheer for this amazing celebration, Ken and Elaine? 50 years. Come on, this is a footy stadium, not a golf green. I think we're going to have a big night. I am very excited to be here. It is a celebration. But I understand
It certainly is.
It's also a fundraiser. Apparently the Collingwood Cheer Squad are going through our cars as we speak.
Oh, nice.
That's how they pay for the banner each week. Saturday night here.
It is. Look, while we got you all, I do want to acknowledge a couple of people there in the room. There's a band of them. They are not suppliers, they're not customers, they're not staff, or they're not ex-staff. So what are they?
Waiters?
Okay. What?
Waiters.
Waiters, yeah, yes. Thank you to all the waiters. No, they're not waiters either. What they are is they are a band of people that this company has supported for 50 years. They are a volunteer organisation. They are the people that run into a fire when you and I are running out.
Oh yes, after I've lit one.
We'll get to that later. So I would like to acknowledge on table number 5, Colin and Sharon Merritt. Sharon Merritt is Sharon's not with us tonight, unfortunately. She took ill, so Colin's taking her place here. So Colin and your team from Macclesfield Fire Brigade, we welcome you.
Welcome, guys.
I'd also like to welcome Paul and Jodie Yandel. Paul's the captain of Emerald Fire Brigade. Jodie is the CIS support person for the whole of the Dandenong Rangers in Region 13. And what that is that she looks after all the staff and all the volunteers, all the volunteers when they come out of a fire. So if they go into a fire and they see something that is not quite right, and they're just not a little bit happy with themselves and they need to talk to someone, Jodie is the person that they go to. So I want to welcome Paul and Jodie and Kate and Colin down there. I think they're down there as well from Emerald Fire Brigade. Thank you very much.
Matt, sorry, I've just got a text.
Right.
My friends at Pyromaniacs Anonymous and say Macclesfield is a goer.
Oh,
tonight.
Dear. Actually, Matt, talking about the Fire Brigade, I might leave you with this, but I do remember years ago.
Yes.
A little story about you and the Fire Brigade.
Oh yeah, I was a very proud member of the Mount Eliza CFA as a junior fire brigade.
Yeah, and yeah, that's right. And there was something else about you with that.
Well, look, I know you're trying to trap me into telling this story, but I've checked with a lawyer this afternoon. It was more than 7 years ago, so I can't be prosecuted.
Oh dear.
So whilst we're officially known as the Mount Eliza CFA Junior Fire Brigade, we called ourselves the Little Lucifers.
Oh.
And a mate of mine could drive very young, I think we were 15.
Right.
And at the time, we realised that the best thing in life was the fact that firemen got half-price Maccas.
Yes.
So one night about midnight, we broke into the fire brigade, put on the firemen's uniforms, and thought we'd truck off down the Nepean Highway to get half-price Maccas. Okay, a couple of problems with this story. Firstly, you don't want to attract attention when you're stealing a car borrowing a car age 15.
No.
So why would you put the lights and the sirens on?
Oh, because it's fun?
Right, and then why on the way would you stop at another bloke's house whose mother was storing the Australia Day fireworks for the Mornington Council celebration and let them off the back of the truck? Just when you think the plan couldn't be any more brilliant, of course it was pre-mobile phone, why wouldn't you ring Macca's and see if they're open after midnight? But beyond that, it was a very successful mission. Anyway, thank you to everyone who's come here to support the night and have a lot of fun. It is a celebration. It is an amazing thing for businesses to last 50 years. The average length of a small business, I think, is 16 months. It's remarkable. And, you know, that's an iconic status to be a 50-year business. Assume you got a letter from the Queen. She could do with a bit of shop fitting, I reckon. So, without further ado, let's welcome the esteemed chairman of the ASOFIA, Asofia, Mr. Darren Doggett, ladies and gentlemen.
G'day everybody. Well, who'd have thought from such humble beginnings in 1966, the genesis of something so remarkable could eventuate 50 years later. And it's lovely that you've all found the time in your days and evenings to come here to celebrate my 50th year. Serendipitously, it happens to be the 50th anniversary or birthday of Whytehall's, and an institution that means so much a lot to me because it's something that I remark upon most days of my journey. I run my own business now, but I run it as a result of the opportunities that were afforded me some 18 years ago now. I was trying to think back as how long it was. Some 18 years ago now, when I actually worked with Whytehall's. I've heard already the term family used to describe Whytehall's. Well, I think a more appropriate word couldn't be found. Whytehall's speaks of all of the values and all of the characteristics of what it is to be family, to be part of a family. And when they were looking to find somebody to get up tonight to speak from the perspective of a past employee or an employee of that family, they thought long and hard. The problem is that they could have chosen from any one of the cohort in this room now. There's luminaries, there's past employees, there's clients, there's present employees that could have got up and done this job. But their concerns were, and they used their discretion, that there was potential for some of those people to be circumloquacious or over verbose in how they spoke and taking up too much time. And so they looked to me, a humble, honest, battling tradie, knowing full well that I espoused the values and would use one word when two words would be much better. So here I am. I came into shop fitting courtesy of the opportunities that Whytehall's afforded me. I was a carpenter, residential carpenter, and we're in the middle of the recession we had to have in the 90s. I, like so many of you guys that have worked with Whytehall's and still continue to work with Whytehall's, owe gratitude and indebtedness to the opportunity that you gave me. If I can just ask that any past or present employee just stand up so that we can applaud your efforts and the contribution that you continue to make and have made to Whytehall's over the years. Of those 9 startups, if any of the principals or the founders of those companies are here, can I ask that you stand up so that we can celebrate that our industry has evolved? Really appreciate the opportunity afforded me by Whytehall's to speak on behalf of those past, present and future employees. All the very best.
We are in the confines of the Collingwood Football Club. I got some good news. Right now, over at Etihad Stadium, Collingwood are leading the Gold Coast at half-time, 80 points to 1 goal 6. So they're going to be pumped up and they're going to be excited. You know what that says to me, folks? Help yourselves to the cutlery and glassware. Take as much as you like. They're not going to notice when they come back here for their ice bars and stuff. It's been a good night. Folks, let's put our hands together for the big man who's put it all together tonight, Ian Whytehall.
Hello. Having a good night? All right, we're going to do a special presentation for you. I'll just give you a bit of background. We started this venture some 12 months ago to create this, and there was no way I could do it on my own.
Am I meant to be doing sign language during this?
Yeah. So there was no way I could do it on my own. So my assistant at the time now, she came to us some time ago from a little company, and that little company being Bupa. Only a little company. She only dealt with, I don't know, 1,500 clients a week, I think it was, something about. So it was only tiny. And she used to do all their media as well. So she did all the Christmas events and all that sort of thing. So I asked her if she could give me a hand with this event. So this young lady worked her butt off for 12 months to bring this together. And I'd just like to acknowledge her for that effort. So Miss Erin Walsh, you need to come up on stage.
Come on, Erin. You jump in the middle here.
Oh, God.
How do you put up with this crap?
Honestly, I don't know. I really don't.
But you do. And you do it well.
Do I?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you do. And you come back the next day. And I go, oh, she's back again. Oh.
Yeah, I surprise myself sometimes when I do that.
I know. So for your efforts that you've done, not only just for this event, right, but for the efforts that you do for all of us all the time, you stay back, you come in on the weekends, you're there all the time in helping us, but more so too for this event, and I could not have done it without you. Sophie is the person from the big group that looks after this whole event, and thank you, Sophie. So this is for you, just to say thank you.
Put your hands together, folks, for Thirsty Mac!
Take me back to the sweet times, the happy nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. And even if I have to wait till next year, I don't care. All I know is I don't need you there in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. Take me back to the sweet time, the happy nights. Everything is gonna be alright in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. Even if I have to wait till next year, I don't care. All I know is I don't need you there in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. Baby, in the summertime. That is where I'll be. Turn right. Thank you. Hey, true blue, don't say you're gone. Say you're knocked up for a smoke and you'll be back later on. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Give it to me straight, face to face. Are you really disappearing? Just another dying race. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by you, mate, when he's in a fight? Or just fed you my true blue? Hey, true blue, give it to me straight. Are you really disappearing? Just another dying race. Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. Now be fitting. Is your heart still there? If they sell soft like sponge cake, do you really care? Hey, true blue. Hey, true blue. True blue. Is it me and you? Is it mom and dad? Is it a cockatoo? Is it standing by you, mate, when he's in a fight? Or just Vegemite? True.